So today we are going to discuss about the topic of the personality development. Firstly, we will start with the introduction that what is personality development. Basically, personality development nowadays is a very important because if we are going to the interview, if we are going in the classrooms, then we have to knowledge about the proper etiquettes that how we have to sit, how we have to treat, and in what kind of context we have to questioning. So personality development is a very important nowadays because in this context we have to knowledge of personality development. Personality development encompasses the dynamic constructions and deconstructions of integrative characteristics that distinguish an individual in terms of interpersonal behavioral traits. Indirect personality is changing and subject to contextual factors and life altering experience. What is personality development? Basically, personality development nowadays we have to prepare ourselves that no, you are incomparable, be kind of yourself, give space of imperfection, be spontaneous, be light in mind and heart, stay enthusiastic, be a better communicator, be warm and approachable, doing things with style, learn to let go, be a lion in the face of the danger, and stay calm with the power of breathe and remember you are proton. Personality development is the importance of behavioral traits such as communication skills, interpersonal relationships, attitude towards life, and restoring our ethics. A man is identified by his personality, public image. It is the totally of the person and not merely extremely looks, but character, behavioral traits, and attitude towards life. Basically, we have to develop our personality in daily purpose life because every person can judge us with the help of our body language, our talking sense, our questioning, our how we treat their guest, how we are talking to someone, our style of talking, our sitting style, standing ovation, standing positions, and so on. So basically, we always have to remember about their personality. Personality development refers to how the organized pattern of behavior that make up each person's unique personality emerge our time. Many factors go into influence personality, including genetics, environment, parenting, and social barriers. If we are talking with someone with vulgar tones, nonsense rumors, so they predict that we have no knowledge, that we have no etiquettes, we have no manners. And this is a very bad comment to our personality. If we are building a good personality in ourselves, then we have to improve ourselves. Firstly, because nowadays personality development and a good personality is a very important. And sometimes we have to improve with the help of be a better listener, read more and expand your listen, be a good conversationalist, have an opinion, meet new people, be yourself, have a positive outlook and attitude, and be fun and see the humor side of life. In the next, how we can learn your personality in ourselves. Firstly, character traits, discipline, integrity, acceptance, behavioral, behavioral traits, interpersonal skills, communication skills, leadership qualities, dedication, stress and time management, synergize, keep the end in the mind, win-win situation, positive attitude, and attitudinal change. So these topics we have to help how we can improve ourselves. Firstly, we have a very good communication skills and interpersonal communication skills too. In this, we have a basic manners. We should have to respect the every person, like elder or younger. We don't have try to egoistic, because in the level of the attitude, this also can predict that we have a bad manners. A large new study published in Nature Human Behavior, however, provides evidence for the existence at least four personality types, like average, reversed, self-centered, and role model. Why we always talk that this is our role model? Because they have perfect sense of humor. They always keep good things. They have a talking manners. They have a good communication skills. They also have a leadership qualities. They have to know that how we can manage our time in the busy schedule. They never feel stress. Because stress is just like a money, in and out, whenever and from where they can come and they can out. We have to improve our behavior. We don't use the higher tone while talking with someone. Because personality development is the development of the organized pattern of behaviors and attitudes that makes a person. Distinctive personality development occurs by the ongoing interaction of temperament, character, and environment. In the next slide, we have some types of personality like perfectionist, helpers, romantic, achievers, asserters, questioners, adventurers, observers, and peacemaker. Start with the perfectionist. Perfectionists basically are more critical of themselves and other than high achievers. While high achievers take pride in their accomplishments and tend to be supportive of others, perfectionists tend to spot mistakes and imperfection. They hone in one imperfections and have trouble seeing anything else. Helpers, a person who always helps someone. Romantic, a person who always loves with someone. Achievers, a person who achieves some very good goals. Questioners, a person they have a good sense of questioning. Adventurer, a person who is very good in good knowledge about the adventure, about the historical things, about the hills, about the mountains. Observers, a person who is very good observer. And peacemaker, a person who always keeps peace. They have no hyperness in the little bit stock. So this is the so what is perfectionist? Perfectionists basically are realistic, conciseness, principled, like Narayan Murthy Infosys. Helper, a warm, concerned, nurturing, and sensitive to other people's needs, like Mother Teresa. She always bared, she always ready to help someone. Just she see and just run away for the help. Achievers are energetic, optimistic, self-assured, and goal-oriented, like Sachin Tendulkar. romantic, have sensitive feeling, and are warm and perspective. Example, M.F. Hussain, a great Indian painter. Painter always in love. They always love their paintings. Because if we are trying to draw something, firstly we have to love that thing. After that, our hands try to build in their page. If we don't like the scene, if we don't like the person, if we don't like the subject or object, we never draw that same concept in their page because we don't have love with it. Firstly, we have to love the object or the subject. After that, our drawing will be a super. Observers have a need for knowledge and are introverted, curious, analytical, and insightful. Like Amartya Sen, she's a great economist. She has a brilliant sense of humor. She has a like a Google. She have all kind of knowledge. She has a great leadership quality. She's a very much cool personality. Next is the questionnaires. Like are responsible and truthworthy. Like Shabana Azmi. Next is the adventurous, are energetic, lively and optimistic. They want to be continued and contribute to the world. Like Vijay Mallya, a NRI businessman. Their adventure from beginners to NRI business person. He has a lot of experience. He faces many obstacles, many problems. Next is the exhorters, are direct, self-reliant, self-confidence, and protective, like T.N. Session, Chief Election Commissioner. Next is the peacemaker, are respective, good nature, and supportive. They seek union with others and the world around them. Example, Atal Bihari Vajpayee. These some kinds of points can help in the following ways. What kind of topic, what kind of ways, what kind of thing that we should help to improve our personality development. Firstly, we have to improve ourselves. Basically, if we are talking about the personality, then the personality is the typical pattern of thinking, feeling, and behaviors that make a person unique. When we say that someone has a good personality, we mean that they are likable, interesting, and pleasant to be with. Everyone wants to be attractive to others. To that end, having a good personality is vital, probably even more so than good looks. In fact, approximately 85% of your success had happiness will be a result of how well you interact with others. Ultimately, it is your personality that determines whether people are attracted or shy away from you. Firstly, we have be a better listeners, read more and expand your interest, be a good conversationalist, have a good sense of humor, have an opinion, meet new people, be yourself, have a positive outlook and attitude, be fun and see the humorous side of life, be supportive of others, have integrity and treat people with respect. To learn the business ethic of exchanging cards, wishing on first meeting, bowing when you are visiting Japan, and the like. Voice modulation, diction, communication skills, phone etiquette, hygiene, empowerment skills, time management, and positive thinking. These all things should in ourselves to cultivate a friendly, interactive manner. Essentials like giving a speech, voice development, and modulation of life or voice. It enhances the sense of confidence and self-worth. We have some kind of the personality test, value system. We have to value of money, of time, of person, of work, and whole scenario. If we have no any kind of value, that our life is nothing, and I have no manners, and we have no a little bit important senses or skills. Firstly, we should have to start valuing a person, a time, a work, or a money. Emotional reaction to a critical situation. If he or she will emotionally weak, then we have to support them. because in the condition of the emotional, a person can do anything. Is it wrong or right? So, in the critical situation or in the emotional reactions, we have to support that person, rather our family person, our friend, or anything else. Moods and characteristic behavioral traits. We have to changing the mood with the good jokes, with good food, with going outward with our friends. So, maturity in handling a crisis. We have a maturity level. We have to mature in some situations, in some conditions. Rather, we can handle the problem, we can handle the crisis, or we can handle the situation also. Ability to adjust himself to the stress of day-to-day executive lifestyle. We have to ability that we can handle ourselves and we can move out from the stress that we have so much work pressure, we can't do this work is so much egoistic, this work is so boring, I don't want to do this. So these kind of stress, in this kind of stress we have to move on and enjoying the life better. So we have to these kind of ability that we don't want to go in the stress. Self-confidence, personal ambition, emotional control, and sociability. We have a self-confidence that we can do anything. I can write it. I can go there. I will do this. So this kind of confidence is a very important for a good personality. Personal ambition. A person have some personal ambition that this work I will do myself alone. This is my ambition. This is my work and I will do it as soon as possible. So we have to some kinds of the personal ambitions. Emotional control. We don't have to emotionally weak. We have to emotionally strong. After that, they will do or we will do anything. Rather, it is difficult or it is not. And sociability. We have to full knowledge about the social, what happening in the social society, good, crisis, bad, some family issues, so on. So in the next slide, first is the body language. Basically, body language is a very important because every person can judge you firstly in your body language. A body language is a type of non-verbal communication firstly in which physical behaviors as opposed to words are used to express or convey the information. Such behavior includes facial expressions, body postures, gestures, eye movements, touch, and the use of space. Body language exists in both animals and humans. But this articles basically focuses on interpretation of human body language and also known as the kinesis. Kinesis is one of the part of non-verbal communication. Body language is must not be confused with sign language, as sign language are languages and have their own complex grammar systems, as well as being able to exhibit the fundamental properties that exist in all languages. Body languages, on the other hand, doesn't have a grammar system and must be interpreted bodily instead of having an absolute meaning corresponding with a certain movements. So it is not a language. In a simple term, language due to popular culture. Body language communicates much more than words. Body language signals are called leakages, because you may try to tell something, but the truth leaks out visually. If we are going to the interview somewhere, a panelist start their questioning, firstly seeing towards us, our entering posture, our walking style, our sitting style, our body posture, way to whistle. These all kind of these all kinds of body postures they will see previously after starting their questioning. In our body language, they can understand that what kind of level we are existing. So we have to develop our body posture. We don't try to walk in the style manner. We just have to walk in the normal way. We don't always lying on the table. We have a just body posture and straight sitting towards them. So it predicts a very good. In the body languages, we have to avoid these things: crossed arms or legs. We don't have to cross our legs and our arms. Just sit and feel relaxed. Carrying books or papers across your chest. If we are going, we have to carry someone. If you don't carry your books, you just carry your file, your personal file, in which you have documents. Slumped posture. You have to avoid slumped posture. Some people have to sit in the bending postures. This is not looking good. Sitting perched on the edge of the chair. Some people have problem that they were sitting edge of the chair. This is not looking cool. Also, we have to sit the chair properly in a proper space. tapping foot. Some also people have to problem like tap their foots. So this is not done. Rocking legs, drumming fingers, and beating nails. So these such points we have to avoid in the body languages, because these kinds of things seriously not looking good, and our first impression bad impression. So if we should keep in this point that we don't have to do these things while sitting somewhere, while standing towards someone. After that we will be a perfect body language. Next, we have some continued points. Fiddling with the jewelry or hair. Some people have issued like they were touch again and again their hairs, their jewelries. Covering your mouth with your hand while talking. Rocking in your chair. Some people trying their chair left and right, moving, scratching a lot. Clearing your thoughts so much. Straightening your tie. Playing with watch and cufflinks. Hands in the pockets. So these points we have to be aware that we don't have to do this while we are sitting somewhere. We have some points that they were looking very aggressive, that arms folded across the chest, staring, pointing, making a fist, leaning over someone. We have a behaving rudely, working when someone is talking to you. We don't have rude behavior, especially in the working environment. Puffing, tottering, smirking, whispering, cracking knuckles, grooming yourself, standing too close, packing up folders and paper well before the meeting is over, shaking hands too hard and limp handshakes, yawning when the meeting is in the progress. This is a very bad. This is the very highlighted point a person that a interesting and knowledgeable presentation is going, that you are trying to yawning there. A presentable person was saying that their presentation was looking very bored. That's why a person or a member, meeting member, was trying to yawn. So we have to mentally and physically prepare that we are going to a meeting. Because if we are doing these things there in the meeting hall or in the conferencing hall, the overall environment was going to be fail or look like be an unprofessionalist. Looking at your watch repeatedly, blinking a lot, fiddling with rings, watch, earrings, chains, tapping or clicking pens, playing with paper clips, jingling money in pocket, twiddling bits of hair, smoking. Some people are very feel happy. They will try to do smoking in the conferencing hall or in the group. If you wish that you were harmed, that why you are going to harm that all? So in the public place or in the groups, smoking is seriously not validated. This is not done. We have some leadership qualities in our personality development: courage, self-control, a keen sense of justice and fairness, the fitness of plans, the habit of doing more than being paid, a pleasing personality, sympathy and understanding, mastery of detail, willingness of assume full responsibility, and cooperation. This is a very good point and very good things for a good leadership person. That's a very better qualities. We have some personal qualities like accurate, if we are do something, if we are plan something, if we are going somewhere, that we have to accuracy or accurate, adaptable, astute, can work under pressure. Don't worry, if we have some time or we have some boundary that we have to do work in a under pressure, don't worry. If we are working in the pressure, we have to measure our ability, that what kind and what level and what kind of level we are going under pressure. We are thinking that this is pressure. This is not a pressure. We have just a time limit. We don't have to need that work in the time limits. So that's why that kind of things we are like that, we are in a pressure. Careful. We have to careful for our work, our things, our projects, our plannings. Committed, competent, cooperative, courteous, decisive, dedicated. We have to dedicate, we have to dedication that I have to do this. Energetic. We have always energetic for doing all works. Methodological, meticulous, orderly, organized, positive, practical, extrovert, flexible, friendly, get on well with other people, good communicator, good sense of humor also, good timekeeper, hardworking, imaginative, independent worker, lively, logical, loyal, self-confident, self-motivated, sensitive, thorough, thoughtful, vigilant, and work well with others. So this is a perfect qualities for a person. These all topics are built in ourselves. After that, we will ask that, or we will call that we are a, and we have a personal better qualities. So this is a personality development is all about a male version. Friend making skills. He has the ability that he has to make more friends and good friends. How? With the help of good skills, learning skills. He has to knowledge and he has to curious about. He really want to learn more and more things. He want to gain knowledge about all kind of loopholes, relationship skills. He has to build a good relationship skills, how they have to measure a proper relations, how they have to keep respect, communication skills. He has to knowledge from there, from where, what kind of words and what kind of sentences they have to use. Dealing with problems, they know how to deal with the problem. Sample text, public speaking. They have to ability that what kind of content we have to share with the public while speaking in the public. Body language, their good behavior, anger management, physical fitness, and food habits. They have to knowledge about these all points. Under your subheading here, that what kind of personal development plan, like self-awareness, self-knowledge, identity, potential, human capital, quality of life, dreams, and aspirations. So thank you so much. I hope you clear about the all context of the personal development. You should keep your mind in all your qualities, their points, there are some manners that we will one day that we have a good personality. We have to know that in what context we have a respect from others, we have a good communication skills, we have a good communication senses, we have a good sense of humor, and we have to know that how we will talk with someone. We have a helpful manner also. So thank you so much.